Right, hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. And today I'm going to be reviewing all the films I watched in October for the 3rd year anniversary. This is the first of two videos that I'm releasing. There's this one and there's the LEGO Marvel Superheroes, of course, because everyone wants it. But right now I'm going to be talking over, the movies that I watched in October on the TikTok series that I did. So, of all the days that I've done, I've watched approximately 12 new films and 19 films I've seen. I probably should have watched more films that I haven't seen. I probably should have watched more films that I haven't seen, but let's just get straight on with it. Okay, so day one is Halloween 2018. So I've seen this film before. It was a good film. I watched all the Halloween films back like last year or something like that. I really did like this film. It was a good film, and yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty good, and it was a good solid start to, day one. Day number 2 was Halloween Kills, and I gave that a 9 out of 10, which I think, was quite fitting. It was a good film. I think it was alright, 9 out of 10. It's a very underrated film in the Halloween franchise. I think not enough people talk about it, and it's really good. Now, on to day 3. This film was absolutely horrendous. Day 3 was Halloween Ends. Now, I got a Blu-ray of it for my birthday, and I've been holding off till then, and I watched it, and it was absolutely horrendous. I gave it a 5 out of 10, which I will stand with. Probably should have given it lower, but, it was just a bit strange. It was trying to it was putting this random guy into all this just other stuff. Like, it just wasn't good. There will be spoilers in this, by the way. Just gotta let you know. The fact that Michael dies as well just doesn't sit right with me. He's always been this, unkillable person, but, now he's just suddenly dead because you slit his wrists. Like, you know what I mean? Now, day 4. Saw. Now, I wanted to watch Saw franchise for a long time, and I thought this was the best opportunity to do it. So I stuck on the first Saw, not knowing what I was getting into, and not knowing how I would end up loving this franchise. Saw 1 was kind of different from the others, but I loved it. James Wan was an incredible director, and seeing Lee Wannell in that was great. I really liked Dr. Gordon. I liked how he came back. Well, I'll go over that at the time. But, yeah, it was a really great film, and, I enjoyed it. Now on to day 5. Saw 2. Now, I give that a 9.5 out of 10. I think it was better than the original. It was amazing. It was an amazing film, and I just think, for being so early on in the Saw franchise, it's not talked about enough. I think it's a great film, great characters, great plot, and I really liked it. I feel like it was kind of the starting point of the story as well. I feel like Saw 1 was kind of disconnected to the others, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that was day number 5, and then we're moving on to day number 6. Day number 6 was Scream. I'd seen that one before. It was a nice rewatch, good classic horror film. I kind of need a break from, Saw and Halloween, because, it can be quite insane sometimes. But, it was a good film. Give it an 8.5 out of 10. I would stand with that. Nothing else I should really say about it. It was a good film. Now, day 7 and 8. Now, I was at a wedding on day 7, so I couldn't do day 7, but that's why I did watch 2 horror films on the last day, and I'll get to day 20 in a bit. But I think it was, it's a good film. I just think it's not as good as the original. It's a bit overrated in the Scream franchise, but I still gave it an 8. It's not bad. It's an alright film. I enjoyed watching it. Then, day number 9 was Saw 3. Now, everyone loves this film. I think it was good. I really liked it, but, probably on par with the first Saw film, but I don't know, maybe it was just because Saw 2 was so good. I really liked it, but, I think Saw 2 was better. Good story, good plot twist. All the Saws have great plot twists, and, yeah. Now on to day 10, it's Saw 4. Now, Saw 4 was a good film. I quite liked it, and yeah, it was, it was a genuinely good film. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10, probably on par with Saw 2. Great backstory, great characters. The fact that I forgot his name. Anyway, the fact that guy died to Facebook, that was I did not like that. Nah, he was a really good character, to be fair. Anyway, moving on. Now, day 11 was Saw 5. I've not seen that one. Well, I've not seen any of the Saws before. But I was very disappointed with this one. I don't think, it was that good of a film. It was really boring, and, I wasn't really that interested in the characters. But I did give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't as bad as, Halloween Ends. But, it just wasn't my cup of tea in that film. It wasn't that good. Day 12 was As Above, So Below, which is a film about these 6 people going into the French catacombs and discovering some paranormal shit. Anyway, I thought it was a good film. I'd seen it before. I kind of wish I watched The Descent during this. I mean, I'd seen that film before, but I think The Descent is more scarier. But I think As Above, So Below is a more slow building film. It takes a while to get into it, but it is a genuinely good film. I like both of them, and I thought it was alright. Now on to day 13, that was Friday the 13th, part 2. I decided to watch part 2 because, who really wants to watch part 1? And watched it because, it was Friday the 13th in August, and I'd not seen that one before. I watched part 3, but I haven't seen part 2. It was alright, I guess, but I don't really like the Friday the 13th franchise. Just feel like there's not much story, there's not much going on, so that's why I give it a 7 out of 10. And then up next is Saw 6. Now, I really enjoyed Saw 6. I think it was better than Saw 2 and Saw 4. Well, it's a bit debatable, but I would say Saw 6 probably the best from the franchise. Really loved the film, really great characters, really great just everything going on, and it does have a little nod to Saw 10, which obviously I hadn't released at that point, but it is a little cool connection that they did. Then on day 15 I watched Saw the Final Chapter, or 3D. I thought it was really great. I don't know why people dislike it so much. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Gordon's return was really great, and finding out he's an apprentice as well. It was so good, man. It was really good. Day 16 was The Omen. Now, I did not like this film. My dad said this film was terrifying, but I didn't really like it myself. I thought it was a bit boring, not much going on, and so I gave it a 7 out of 10. I would stand by that. It just wasn't that great. Day 17 was Jigsaw. Now, that film was okay. It was alright. Good plot twist at the end, but it just wasn't the best. A New Apprentice before Hoffman and Amanda was a bit weird, since it hasn't been mentioned. But I felt disconnected from the rest of them. But yeah, so it wasn't that great. I think it was better than Saw 5, since Saw 5 was just completely boring, so I think it was better than Saw 5, but just not the best at sometimes. Then, day 18 was Scream 3. I'd seen Scream 3 before, and I think it's the most underrated Scream film out of all of them. It is a great Scream film, and you really got to give it a chance for it to be, good. Then on day 19, it was The Conjuring. I'd seen The Conjuring multiple times before. I've showed it to people before, and then they've liked it. I would give it a 9 out of 10. It was a really, really great film, and I really enjoyed it. So. Then, now we're on to day 20 and 21. Sorry about day 20, but, I kind of needed a break from it. As I said in the final part, I will watch Spiral at some point. I'm currently trying to buy the Blu-ray right now. But I will watch it at some point. I'll watch Spiral for it. But on day 20 and 21, I watched The Conjuring 2. It was a 9 out of 10. It was a good film, It was alright, and it was a good film. Day 22 was Shaun of the Dead, which I'd seen many times before, and I assume everyone here has. Shaun of the Dead was a great film. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I feel like I'm giving all these 9 out of 10, but they're just really great films. I never really give films 10 out of 10s because you can't say it. I don't really know if there's I don't really know if it's a actually like properly perfect film. You know, I mean, there's always some flaws in films, so I never really give them 10 out of 10, but I think it was a really great film, and yeah. Then on day 23, I watched Insidious. This was the only one I took from the viewer suggestions, because, you know, I was going to watch some of them, but most of them I'd not got. Texas Chainsaw Massacre I said I would watch, but I did watch that in September because I bought the Blu-ray then, so I didn't really want to watch it again. But it was, you know, it was a good film. I just think I like seeing Adam in it, Lee Romano. Yeah, it was a nice surprise because I forgot using it. Yeah, I'd seen that one before. Yeah. Then moving on to day 24, it's Insidious 2. I'd seen that before as well. It was a 7 out of 10. You know, it was it wasn't that great. It was really boring at some parts, and you know the story just got a bit too confusing at some times, and you know it just wasn't the best. Now to day 25 was Saw X or Saw 10. I don't really know why people call this one Saw X, because you know the rest of them all have Roman numerals, but you don't see me calling like Saw 4 or Saw IV or Saw 5, Saw V. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but it was a good film. It was really good actually. Not seen that one before, obviously, and I watched it. If you're wondering how I watched it, secretly, and yeah, you know, it was a good film. It was alright. Now to day 26, that was Halloween H2O. I think that was a pretty good film. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I really liked it. And yeah, I think it's very underrated. Well, a lot of people talk about it, but like, I just think it's, you know, it's a good film. On my rewatch, I didn't like it first time I watched it. I just found it a bit boring, but I quite like it this time. And yeah, day 27. Okay, final stretch here. Day 27 was Halloween Resurrection. I had seen that one before, and I really liked the film. Just to let you know, all ones from this point I've seen before, so I don't have to go over it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. It was really great. Super underrated. I really liked it, and yeah, you know, it was a good film. And yeah. Then on day 28, I watched Halloween 4. I gave that a 9 out of 10. I'm going to stick by it. It was a really great film. You know, it was really great, and you know, a lot of people think it's really great, and I want to. You know, there were some flaws, but you know, I think it was pretty good. Up next was Halloween 5, and this film, oh my god, this film is severely underrated. This is a very hot take, but I think it's the best Halloween film there is. Now, I want to say that because I love it. I love the film. You know, it's scary. It's actually scary at some points, and you know, it's a really great film. I really like it, and yeah, it was so good. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Obviously, I know the highest I'd given was Saw 6, but that's probably just because I'd seen it for the first time. Halloween 5, I would probably put that more up. Maybe 9.7. Again, no 10s. Then, day 30, Halloween 6. A lot of people don't like this film. I think it's alright. You know, not as good as Halloween 5, not as good as Halloween 4, but it was a good film in general. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to stand by that. It was a good film. You just got to give it a chance, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a bit weird, but you know, it's a good film. Now, on to the final one. Day 30, day 31, and it was Halloween. Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. Halloween 1, I give it an 8.5. Halloween 2, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think I would probably put Halloween up to 9 out of 10. That's one thing. I don't know why I put it 8.5. I was slow at some points, but you know, it's just a classic. It's a really great film. And yeah. Halloween 2, give it a 9 out of 10. I was a bit disappointed when I first watched this one. But on my, you know, second rewatch, obviously, for this challenge, I really liked it. So, yeah, that's all the horror films that I did. They were really good. Yeah, as I said, I wish I watched more films that I hadn't seen before. Like, there was a couple in there I wish I watched. Wish I watched The Shining and Doctor Sleep again. But, you know, it was just, it was just a really great film, and yeah, I wish I'd watched The Shining and Doctor Sleep again. But yeah. So I really enjoyed this challenge, and you know, a lot of people were wondering if I'm doing a Christmas one, and no, I'm not doing a Christmas one. This challenge alone kind of made me hate horror films for a bit. I'm kind of back to normal now. I'd watch a couple more and stuff. But just forcing yourself to watch one every day isn't the best idea to do. So, if you want to do the challenge next year, or you want to do like a Christmas one, or a different type of genre film, go ahead. I mean, like, I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying, it's really annoying. Some days I was really excited for watching, a certain film that day, and then some other days I was just like, it's over. So yeah, that's about it. And, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and, goodbye.